welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School where the Greenville Green Wave will take on the City Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, the Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. You're looking live at the Hive here at Sidney High School. My name is Brandon Coverman. Glad you could join us here at Sidney High School, and it's going to be a great game here today between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave. It is senior night. Again, a historic senior class graduating in the spring, but being honored for a great game here today, or a great career that they've had today. They'll have a chance to finish off a perfect Miami Valley League season, as they've already clinched the overall Miami Valley League title. They're facing Greenville. The Green Wave are 6-14 on the season, and the Green Wave coming in towards the bottom of the Miami Valley League. This year they've struggled periodically throughout the year. They're second to last in the Valley portion of the Miami Valley League. They played Sidney earlier in the year. They played them back actually on January 4th. They lost to the Jackets 51-26 and lost to them earlier in the season. The Sidney Yellow Jackets overall 17-4 and 17-0 in the Miami Valley League.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Let's meet the starting lineups here, brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. First for the Greenville Green Wave. Senior number 4, Lauren Wright. Number 5, Gracie Thacker. Number 13, Minoxie Pandy. Number 20, Josie Camacho. And rounding out the lineup, number 22, Megan Lind. Greenville is coached by Rachel Kearns. Now the starting lineup for the Miami Valley League champions, Sidney Yellow Jackets. Number 3, Lexi Brewer. senior, her last game here in the high, 4-year varsity player. 6'1" senior Reagan Clark, number 34, her second year on varsity. 5'4" junior number 1, Kira Hudgens. A 5'9" senior future Findlay Oiler, Allie Stockton. All right. Rounding out the lineup, senior number 50, Lexus Wilson. Head coach of the Sidney Yellow Jackets is Jamal Foster in his 4th season. So thank you to Emerson Climate Technologies for sponsoring the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports all year, the last home game. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keel Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First, taking a look for the Greenville Green Wave. They want to play a complete game, want to be able to eliminate turnovers, and to be able to run their offense efficiently against this Sidney team. The Jackets want to be able to rebound, get off to a fast start, be able to control the game from the tip. As Lexus Wilson shots up, and no good. It'll stay with the Sidney Yellow Jackets as they get Wilson a quick shot. 4 seniors Sidney is honoring today that we'll talk frequently through the broadcast. Hudgens gets the ball in backcourt, goes over to Allie Stockton. Stockton going to run through the offense here. All over to Reagan Clark. Clark back to Hudgens. Hudgens back to Stockton. Stockton trying to drive. Stockton going out to Hudgens. Sidney running some offense here. Brewer, 4.5 a game, gives it up over to Stockton. Stockton asking Clark for a ball screen. We'll give it back out to Lexi Brewer. Brewer goes back out on the right side to Hudgens. Hudgens back to Stockton. Stockton being patient here as Greenville finally forces a turnover. Gracie Thacker gets the basketball. Thacker goes up to Pandy. Pandy throws it into the student section. It's deflected out by Sidney. Sam Reynolds got it in the front row. His senior night was last night. And wide open under the basket. Greenville will score right away. It's Megan Lind who scored, the sophomore. Ball up over to Allie Stockton. Stockton going to give it back up over to Hudgens. Back over to Lexi Brewer. Brewer in the lane. Back over to Clark. We're trying to get it to Brewer. It's deflected out to Clark. Back to Brewer. 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Our score, Greenville 2, Sidney 0. Stockton, left wing 3, no good. She gets her own rebound, and it's taken away by Pandy. Pandy up ahead, throws it away. It's Sidney basketball. Brewer walks the basketball up. Brewer gets the screen, going on the inside. Throws up the shot, it's no good. Rebound in by Thacker. Thacker will give it up to Pandy, who will walk it up across the timeline, facing the defense from Hudgens. Pandy gets around Hudgens initially before Hudgens takes it away. Up ahead, a streaking alley. Stockton. Stockton is fouled, going up, and she'll shoot 2. The officials for the game tonight, our referee Chip Ordine, our umpires Eric Dickey, and the other umpire Daryl Wilson here tonight. And glad that they can officiate the game tonight and appreciate all our official services as Larkin Vordemark checks in. Lexus Wilson checks out to the applause of the Sidney faithful. Second shot's up and in. As that ball's stolen up ahead, it's Larkin Vordemark. Vordemark trying to get up ahead to Clark, stolen right back by Greenville. Nice play by Lynn, gets it up ahead to Thacker, and a nice tip from behind by Allie Stockton hustling back. And Sidney intercepts the pass. Stockton up ahead. Stockton going to stop in the lane, pop, and like she's done so many times throughout her 4 years, scores. And it's a 3-2 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead here early on as they take their first lead of the game 3 minutes in the contest. Hudgens with the basketball working on Pandy. Pandy working on it against Hudgens. Pandy on the inside. Slips it over to Thacker, blocked by Reagan Clark. Greenville takes a shot, and there is a jump ball called there by the official. And Jordan Scully comes in for Greenville, or for Sidney, and coming in for Greenville. A host of substitutions since we have a timeout by Greenville. All timeouts this year are brought to you by Precision Strip. And we'd like to thank our sponsors who have sponsored us all year long here on NKTelco Sports, because without them we would not be able to bring you this game here today. And our additional sponsors are Burke Petroleum, Chilchecks LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Heelsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and the St. Henry Bank. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keel Pizza, scoreboard sponsor First National Bank, timeout sponsor Precision Strip. Starting lineup, Emerson Copeland, and our player of the game is NKTelco. I'd like to remind you, NKTelco Sports and sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game February 28th at 9 p.m. and Saturday, March 4th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and nktelco.com/sports. Sidney up ahead trying to run the break. They turn it right back over. A host of substitutions in. As for Greenville, as Lauren Wright misses the shot. Sidney up ahead, pushing the break. Vordemark to Scully, and that was a beautiful sequence right there by the Jackets. Jordan Scully will score. As Sidney picks up the pressure. Greenville. Shot up and no good. Rebound down to Stockton. Brewer in the lane all alone. Gives it up to Stockton. And scores. Those two are like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together so well. Brewer, the assist. Brewer set the all-time steals record despite missing most of her junior season due to an ACL tear. And these guys talked during the senior ceremony. The PA announcer was saying how, they had a comment for each other and talked about how these two went together so well as Khalees McNeil comes into the lineup. How these two go together so well, how they're such good friends as we're officially halfway through the first quarter. It's 7-2 Sidney. As we're checking what's going on here, maybe it's who the foul is on. Stockton at the line and converts the free throw. And these two have gone together so well. As that ball off of Scully. Greenville gets the basketball in the backcourt. It's tipped, stolen away. Stockton up ahead to Scully. Scully falls back up to Vordemark, and it falls in. Sidney looking to cap off a perfect season in the Miami Valley League. They're off to a great start in doing it. Up 10-2. They'll stay Greenville basketball as Sidney's starting to apply some ball pressure. The offense a little lackadaisical the first 2 minutes, but now has caught fire here for Sidney with a 10-2 lead. As Vordemark tips the basketball. Back in, it's stolen by Stockton. Stockton, a future Findlay Oiler, as it's well documented. She'll play with some local NKTelco area players in Janae Hoing and Ella Mesher, who graduated from Minster, up there next year. Curl to the basket. Stockton with 8. Look at who become the all-time scoring leader here. This is their last regular season game. Don't know how close she is, but she's got to be pretty dang close. She hadn't broken it already. Sidney, another steal. Stockton up ahead to the running mate, Brewer. Brewer lays it in. And a timeout by Greenville. It is 14-2. Sidney ahead of Greenville. And we'll step aside. 14-2. Sidney ahead of Greenville here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Back here out of the precision strip timeout, and it's a 14-2 Sidney lead over Greenville, and that press has been fierce as Brooklyn Schmidt is caught with a travel. And it is the Lady Yellow Jackets up to a 14-2 lead here, as it has been a ferocious defensive effort here this first quarter by Sidney. Hudgens' shot in the lane is no good. Rebound down to Addie Klosterman in the lineup. Ball tipped at half court. Another turnover. Khalees McNeil up to Vordemark. Vordemark, nice late dish to Sucker in the defense. Gives it off to Jordan Scully. And it's 4 points for Jordan Scully now. Another turnover, Khalees McNeil, shots no good. Rebound down to Hudgens. Hudgens goes to left side, Scully. Scully, three-pointer, eyes it, flies it, no good. Khalees McNeil tracks it down. Threw it away, Greenville tried to corral it, but it tipped off their hand and remained Sidney basketball. And Sidney trying to cap off a perfect Miami Valley League season. They cut down the nets last night at the boys' game, being the overall Miami Valley League champs. They're playing on a new net down on this end. And these girls deserve it, as we'll talk frequently again throughout the program, how they've resurrected this program over the last 4 years, this senior class particularly. Very excited that we got a good chance to watch them over the last 4 years. There's a steal momentarily before a foul is called on Scully. That'll be the first team foul on Sidney, as Vordemark would add a wide open lane to the basket. Kimora Johnson also in the lineup for Sidney as well. All over to the left side. Johnson takes it away. Johnson could not pirouette her way along the sideline. Stay Greenville basketball. And Greenville going to turn it right back over. It has been a frustrating quarter if you're a Greenville fan. Had a hard time in controlling the basketball. As Greenville scores the first point of the game, it's a 16-0 Sidney run on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It reads 16-2 Sidney. Vordemark with the basketball, full head of steam to the basket. Layup, no good. Khalees McNeil shot is well off the mark. And ball is Stolen back by Sidney. Vordemark on the inside, up and in. Larkin Vordemark averaging over 10 points a game. And Vordemark will go to the line for a three-point play.
Greenville foul number 30. Brooklyn Schmidt reverse team's third. Marcus Vordemark on the line for Sidney, shooting one.
Vordemark's free throw is good. Vordemark up to 5 on the night. Sidney with another turnover, and Khalees McNeil is fouled. Foul going to go against Brooklyn Schmidt. Sidney going to lock it up. Scully in the corner. Goes back out to Hudgens, and Hudgens scores. After what was a lifeless first 2 minutes of offense from Sidney, which it's not a long time, but for a high-powered Sidney offense, it's a long time. They turn it on, and it's senior night, and they get another steal. This defense is ruthless right now. Hudgens with the basketball, out to Kimura Johnson. Johnson, jump shot. No good. Khalees McNeil could not push out of bounds. And it'll be Sidney basketball. Oh, no, he signaled the wrong way. It's Greenville basketball. And I think even the Sidney players were confused there for a second. Greenville almost got picked there for another steal, but the quarter ends. It is 21-2. Sidney ahead of Greenville. We'll step aside for the second quarter of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Beginning of the second quarter of action here between Sidney and Greenville. It's a 21-2 Greenville edge over Sidney. And Reagan Clark with the basketball, fires a three, in and out. Lexi Brewer with the rebound, Stockton with the basketball. Goes over to Khalees McNeil, who takes the jump shot, no good. Clark deflects it off a Greenville player. It'll stay Sidney basketball. Scully, deep three, just looks so good coming off her hands. And Scully played really well the other night against Tip. Had 10 in that game, or actually 14 in that game. And Scully's having a great night tonight already. And as I say that, Scully called for a foul.
Scully, per second, Keith second.
Sidney. This Greenville bench yelling, no, don't throw that back. Otherwise it would have been an over and back, but it's a turnover anyway. Scully to the basket, fouled, and will shoot 2. Jordan Scully trying to steal the show on senior night. But Scully has played great. And not stealing it in a bad way, obviously, but she's a great player, but it is a senior night. She misses the first free throw. She's been playing really well lately, though. Been in the last few Sidney girls games. She has played really well. Coming on the sophomore with 2 more years with Coach Jamal Foster will be one of the best players in the NBL, and you can already tell she's played very well so far this year. Scully up to 8 now. And Greenville with the basketball. There's a 5-second count, another turnover for Greenville. As Sidney pressure just too much. Brewer goes back to Scully. Scully back over to Khalees McNeil. Get it over to Allie Stockton on the inside to Reagan Clark, and it's a Sidney turnover this time. Brewer trying to defend, and it's a steal by Khalees McNeil, wide open up ahead to Allie Stockton. Stockton with 10 now. And Sidney with a 27-2 lead. Steal by Lexi Brewer. Going to give it over to the sophomore Scully, who puts it up and in.
Jordan Scully.
10 for Jordan Scully. 29-2 now our score. And remember, Greenville scored the first basket of the game. Sidney has scored 29 consecutive points. As there's another turnover up ahead, it's over to Stockton. And Stockton scores again, and a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Our score: Sidney 32, Greenville, or Sidney 31, Greenville 2 here in NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
5:33 to go here, first half. It is a 31-2 Sidney Yellow Jacket lead over the Greenville Green Wave. And first basket of the game again scored by Greenville. Sidney has scored 31 straight points, flexing their muscle right now. As we said, this senior class has resurrected this program. Before this senior class as freshmen, the 2 years prior, Sidney won a combined 2 games. And then Jamal Foster took over the program. Lexi Brewer and Allie Stockton came on the scene. I remember I called their very first game of high school. They played at Russia, and Vordemark wide open. Shot no good. Rebound down to Khalees McNeil, back out to Brewer. Back out to Hudgens. And during that time, that first game, they played of their high school career. And Khalees McNeil scores. And Khalees McNeil, that's her first basket. It's 33-2 Sidney. But during that game, they were playing Russia, which, well, it was a 500 season for them, and Greenville an unforced turnover there. During that game, it was tight back and forth. And Sidney hadn't won a game in almost 2 years at that point. And the Raiders, they were battling with them. Sidney took a late lead off an Allie Stockton bucket, and the Raiders hit just this amazing shot with like 5 seconds to go to win the game. And I remember after that night, you could realize that something was special with this Sidney group and that they were going to be competitive for a long time as Reagan Clark turns around and hits the bucket. And Reagan Clark, with her first basket's a 35-2 Sidney advantage. And you just knew something was special with this Sidney class, senior class. And man, have they been special. 4 straight league titles, Valley Division titles, back-to-back MVL champs now, and running probably eventually as Larkin Vordemark hits the shot in transition. Vordemark's up to 7 now. Shot up by Greenville, it's no good. Hudgens will bring it up. Hudgens initiating the offense, back to Johnson. Johnson in the corner over to Khalees McNeil. McNeil, cross-court pass to Hudgens. She gets a shot fake. Hudgens to the basket. Blocked on the inside by Schmidt, but McNeil tracks it down. Kimora Johnson, wide open 3, takes it, pops out. Rebound down to Greenville. 37-2 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. My name is Brandon Coverman. Glad you could join us here on senior night here in Sidney, and there's an over and back on Greenville. The turnovers piling up for Coach Rachel Kearns. Again, this is the last home game. We're glad. We're just thank you that you guys could join us for all home football and basketball games this year. Well, we're going to bring that to you hopefully again next year on NKTelco Sports. We're just thankful for our grateful subscribers for following us all year as Vordemark drives baseline. She stops, fires, and scores. Larkin Vordemark up to 9. And Hudgens. Basketball tipped. And Vordemark going to be called for the foul. She's dropping her mouth. What? And she did use her body there. Good foul call. Stack formation here from Greenville. Try to get it in, and Johnson called for a foul.
City foul number 2, Kimora Johnson. Her first, team 4.
This is Sidney's also their last regular season game, and we're thanking you guys. And there's another turnover. Vordemark up at in transition, stops, kicks out to Hudgens. Hudgens shoots, and it's off the mark. It'll be Greenville basketball. But again, we're just thanking you guys for all season your support on NKTelco Sports. We appreciate it. We love bringing you all the games. That's why we do it. We know it's not our main jobs for us that aren't in the office, but for us announcers, this is always just a side thing we love to do. I'm a teacher in my normal hours, but I love my second job, so to speak, of broadcasting the sports here. And if you're interested in catching more games on NKTelco Sports, if you're just, City's the only Miami Valley League team we cover, but we have this key motion camera at our other schools like Botkins, Jackson Center, Russia as well, also Minster, New Knoxville, and New Bremen as well. Our other schools include Marion Local, Fort Laramie. We do Walpock football in the fall. As Vordemark goes up and misses the shot. And yeah, Marion Local, Fort Laramie, Anna, Lehman Catholic are our other schools. And we also cover a lot of Ohio Northern as well. So we're just thankful that you guys can join us for all of that as Vordemark gets the rebound. Back up over to Lexi Brewer. Brewer. Tries to go lane, back out to Kimora Johnson. Johnson up to Vordemark. Vordemark back to Reagan Clark. Gets Gets it back over to Kimura Johnson. Johnson going to fire a high arcing shot from the left elbow. It's no good. Rebound down to Vortemark, and Vortemark lays it in. 41 straight points for Sidney. And Vortemark with 11 now, as Johnson from the backside swipes it. And Yellow Jackets gonna stop, pop, and Lexi Brewer shot's no good. Vortemark with a rebound, shot no good, and Cleese McNeil is fouled and will shoot 2.
On the line for Sidney, shooting 2.
McNeil misses the first free throw. Substitutions in for Greenville. McNeil shot up and good. Cleese McNeil gets in the box score. Actually, she's got 3 now, excuse me. Green Wave in the corner. Schmidt tries to pass on the inside. It's blocked. Pass is deflected by Kimura Johnson. We'll have a running clock to start the second half. If Greenville can get that under 30, the running clock will pause. Well, tipped, and it's a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Green Wave.
As Greenville gets the arrow, it's tipped out by Reagan Clark. Ball tipped. Greenville. Got to get a shot off. And there's a foul. As we go into the halftime break, Greenville will have a chance to break 42 straight points. Fouls on Kimura Johnson. Addie Klosterman will shoot 3. And she cans the first one. That snaps 42 straight points scored by Sidney. Klosterman hits 2 of 2. She's got 1 more. She goes 2 of 3 though, and it's a 42-4 Sidney Yellow Jacket advantage. Both scoring each quarter was 21-2 in favor of Sidney. So we'll step aside. It's a 42-4 Sidney lead at halftime over the Greenville Green Wave. We'll come back to the second half action. You're next on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here on NKTelco Sports, beginning of the second half between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave. All Sidney that first half. They lead 42-4, which will initiate a running clock unless Greenville can get the lead under 30. They trail by 38 beginning of the second half. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. And for Greenville, it's 2 points from Megan Lynn and 2 for Addie Klosterman. For Sidney, they had 12 points from Allie Stockton. They've got 7, 9, 11 from Larkin Vordemark, 3 from Khalees McNeil. They got 10 from Jordan Scully and 2 from Reagan Clark as well. Lexi Brewer also had 2 in that first half as well. So Kendall Dickman will start the second half out there for Sidney. For Sidney, it'll be Dickman, Scully, Stockton, Clark, and Brewer. Again, senior night here. Look like Sidney's going to wrap up a undefeated Miami Valley League season. Very impressive as they will get to tournament play in their next game, as this is their last game of the year. That's a 3 from Reagan Clark going to play at Rochester University. We talk constantly about Stockton playing basketball at Findlay as Brewer swipes the basketball away. Reagan Clark going to play at Rochester University. Stockton with the basketball goes to the left side to Reagan Clark. His team last year made the district semifinals without Lexi Brewer, without Reagan Clark playing in the second half. Clark sat out due to the transfer rules. Brewer was out due to the torn ACL. And Sidney now with a chance to maybe make the regional tournament this year. Dickman on the weak side, cleanup scores. Kendall Dickman, the sophomore, with the bucket. 44-4. Sidney 42-0 run. Greenville scored the first basket of the game. That was 42 straight points from Sidney. There's a shot on the inside, good. Maddie Hudgens with the main basket. And Greenville scores. Again, we have this running clock the second half as the ball's taken away by Greenville. There's a foul in backcourt as the clock continues to roll. As you take a look at the bracket that's posted on the Southwest District website here, what's coming up for the, this team right here in the Sidney Yellow Jackets and what they have to face in their sectionals. And they are ranked the 4th seed. They'll play the winner of Troy and Xenia on Monday, February 13th at Vandalia Butler High School. It's a game that they should be favored in as the shot's no good on the inside. Cleanup is good and scored. There for Brooklyn Schmidt. As they'll be favored to win that game. On the other side of the bracket, you got Chaminade Julian facing Miamisburg. The winner of that faces Centerville. So if we have to go by what's most likely, Sidney would face off against Centerville in a district semifinal on Thursday, February 16th. As Brewer's shot's no good. Stockton on the inside, kicks out to Clark. Clark back out to Brewer. Brewer jump shot is good. Lexi Brewer with 4 points. And so they'll face off most likely against Centerville. If they get out, they would face the Cincinnati 1 district most likely. And Addie Klosterman hits the 3-pointer. And Greenville, after only scoring 4 points the whole first half, has scored 7 in 3.5 minutes. As Stockton is fouled going to the basket, will short score 2. And on the trying to take a look at who their potential district final matchup could be. I'm just trying to take a look here at the bracket. Yeah, not really too sure who they would face But obviously they got to get to that sectional first as subs coming in for Sidney. Coach Jamal Foster going to use a precision strip timeout there to do that. Some of his seniors will come out here as Stockton up to 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points a game high. We're trying to take a look for what Greenville is up to in their sectional. If Sidney would make it out, they'd be matched up most likely with number 1 West Claremont in the section or district final if they would make it that far. I think Greenville might be Division II this year. I don't think they're quite big enough to be Division I yet this year. There's years they are, there's years they aren't. I'm not seeing them on any listed on any of the brackets here. As Kimura Johnson with the basketball on the right side. Johnson to the basket, cannot score. There's a foul against Khalees McNeil. Really go the way of Greenville.
Sidney foul number 22, Khalees McNeil, her first, team second.
Greenville will actually face Tecumseh in the first round on Monday, February 6th. So a week from today, Greenville's first tournament game will be against Tecumseh. That at Trotwood Madison High School. As the shot is up and no good. On the line will be Addie Klosterman. A little bit of that JV game won earlier by the Sidney Yellow Jackets, 26-20.
Addie Klosterman on the line for the Green Wave, shooting 2.
Shot in and out from Klosterman. Sidney leads the all-time series, these two teams meeting 45-29. So this is the 75th all-time meeting between these two schools as they meet 2 times a year in the Miami Valley League. And really a good league to be a part of, as we know it's only its 4th year, but a lot of schools of similar size. We're doing the G-Walk. They broke off from the G-Walk, some of the smaller schools of that to break off and form this Miami Valley League. That also includes Tippecanoe, Vandalia Butler, Troy, Greenville, Sidney, Piqua, Fairborn, West Carrollton, and Stebbins. As McNeil on the inside block. Usually it's the other way around. Khalees McNeil's blocking people. But the Green Wave with the basketball on the left side, trying to drive. They kick it out in the corner, 3-pointer, no good. Hudgens will track it down. Khalees McNeil back up over to Kimura Johnson. Johnson in the lane, shot's no good. Rebound down to Khalees McNeil though. Substitutions coming in for Greenville, coming in Candace Davidson and Maddie Hutchins. Johnson gonna fire a 3 in and out. It's a jump ball. Arrow favors Greenville, and that actually might not benefit them as with clock running. They're not even going to have any time to inbound the ball, and it's going to be Sidney Bass. We'll start the 4th quarter. As we're through 3 quarters of play, and it's a 48-11 Sidney lead over Greenville. We'll step aside, come back to the 4th quarter of action. You're next on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio means Jobs. Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Welcome back here to NKTelco Sports. As Pharrell Williams brings us back in, and the Sidney crowd happy with a 48-11 lead over the Greenville Green Wave, looking like Sidney is going to cap off a perfect 18-0 in the Miami Valley League on this senior night. Actually, that quarter, Greenville won, outscoring Sidney 7-6. As starting the fourth quarter will be the four seniors: Lexi Brewer, Reagan Clark, Lexus Wilson, and Allie Stockton, along with freshman Jada Schroyer. We saw the JV contest earlier, led to a nice cover behind victory. Probably Jamel Foster wanting to get him at some point, getting their seniors their last checkout and getting a standing applause from this home crowd. Again, we talk continuously throughout the broadcast about the leadership and the dedication of this senior class. Jamal Foster, too, deserves a lot of credit. Like we said, he took over a program that only had 2 wins in a 2-season span. He's a 2007 Sidney graduate, so you know that someone that's graduated from the school wants to put back school pride in their school. When this program was down the dumps, he took the job and wanted to build a program, and Jamal Foster has done exactly that. Schwer has the basketball, goes out to Stockton. Again, will play at Findlay University. Lexi Brewer not committed to anywhere yet. Went to play college basketball somewhere, and see her taking a flyer playing at some college here around the area. She is a great one to have, watching her for many years as see trying to get the ball into Lexus Wilson. And for Greenville's Brooklyn Schmid. So he gets it into Lexus Wilson, and Lexus Wilson scores on her senior night. All 4 seniors have scored on their senior night, and that, my friends, is the cherry on top here tonight. As Clark gets a block on the inside. Green Wave still with the basketball, goes out to Davidson. She weaves on the inside. There's an illegal screen on Greenville. Lauren Conley going to come in the lineup for Lexus Wilson, and she'll get the standing ovation she deserves. Sidney with the basketball. They'll be 18-4 this year. After today's victory, Greenville dropped to 6-15 as Lauren Conley shots off the mark. So Greenville is in Division II this year. Ball poked out of bounds will be City basketball still as Coach Jamal Foster takes a 30-second timeout. All timeouts this year on NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Precision Strip. And again, last home game, we're just thankful that you guys can join us here this year on NKTelco Sports. Glad that you could have us, and our additional sponsors are Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwieterman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Fuelspin Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and the St. Henry Bank. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keel Pizza, scoreboard sponsor First National Bank, timeout sponsor Precision Strip, starting lineup sponsor Emerson Copeland, and our player of the game, as always, is brought to you by NKTelco. So I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HDL Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game in particular on February 28th, on Tuesday, February 28th at 9 p.m. and Saturday, March 4th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. It's Allie Stockton yet again hits a shot from 3. She has 17 now. Brewer with the basketball, going to clear out the right wing for Reagan Clark and let her run that baseline. Clark with the basketball, trying to get onside Alexis Wilson. Said all 4 seniors to score. That's awesome too. And it just shows you how awesome this senior class has been for Sidney. Certainly kind of anticipating any seniors to be subbed out here soon for Sidney. It certainly was an emotional one. Again, if you were watching before the game, they were introducing the Sidney players, and you saw players like Allie Stockton and Lexi Brewer tear up, and it shows you how much their friendship, relationship means to them, and that shows you what high school sports is all about. Not always about the wins and the losses, even though those are nice sometimes added bonuses, the wins. But, it's about the relationships you make with people, the people that you meet, and they're going to be subbed out here next to Ed Ball. As the shot is up and in. There by Addie Klosterman, who has 7. She played a little bit in the JV game earlier. She's got 7 now. And Coach Foster going to take a timeout for their subs. And for the final time, Allie Stockton, Lexi Brewer, Alexis Wilson, and Reagan Clark will step off the floor as they get congratulations from the Sidney faithful and also from Greenville. So congratulations to those guys. Historic career. Hopefully it extends a little longer. Hopefully you guys can play basketball for a few more weeks. And good luck to the Sidney Yellow Jackets down the tournament trail. It's been an honor calling, especially the seniors. Like I said, I just remember this is my 5th year with NKTelco, so my 2nd year, that first game I described in the first half, first game with Rushi. They scratched and clawed. Haven't won a game in 2 seasons at that point. They clawed. They brought it to overtime. They lost, but they won their next game, I believe, their first win in 2 years. And there's a bunch of freshmen scrapping out there against a veteran team that year at Rushi as Klosterman scores on the inside. She's got 9, but again, just scrapped and clawed, and that's described what the Sidney team's been for 4 years. So, again, much deserved, well deserved. Congratulations to the Sidney faithful. Hopefully, it's a long tournament run that sees these guys go very far in the tournament. As Kimora Johnson on the inside scores. Kimora Johnson with 2. And it's a 55-15 Greenville lead as Jada Schroyer pokes it away. You're seeing some of the future Sidney Jackets on the floor right now. But I tell you what, you're going to graduate. You're going to lose Stockton, Brewer, Wilson, and Clark, and they're all great players. But the cupboard is not bare for Jamal Foster. Players like Larkin Vordemark return, Kira Hudgens return, Jordan Scully come back, Khalees McNeil. Some great players on the JV team, such as Jada Schroyer on the floor right now, Lauren Conley. This team will be very competitive and very good again next year, trying to defend that Miami Valley League title. That's what exactly Coach Jamal Foster wanted to do. It's not just his senior class. It's not just the senior class that's going to win the Miami Valley League. We're going to be a really good team for a long time, he's saying, and it's showing right here as Greenville go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. With the clock winding, Sidney going to end a perfect 18-0 in Miami Valley League play. And congratulations to them. They'll play the winner of Senior and Troy in the first round in the sectional final at Vandalia Butler High School as basketball tipped out. And Greenville will enter it in. And shot good on the inside.
Greenville basket, Jada Lyons.
Yeah, Jada Lyons with the basket there. As Sidney will get a 55-18 victory finish, a perfect 18-0 Miami Valley League champion senior night victory. Congratulations to the Sidney Yellow Jackets to finish 18-4 on the season. We'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight. They are Keo Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Koki Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, the Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, NKTelco. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keo Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor First National Bank. Timeout sponsor Precision Strip. Starting lineup sponsor Emerson Copeland. And our player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. Our additional sponsors are Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and the St. Henry Bank. I'd also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of girls high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD on Channel 503. Catch the replays of this game Tuesday, February 28th at 9 p.m. and Saturday, March 4th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Sidney finishes 18-0 Miami Valley League play here today. Congratulations to this senior class. It was a blessing to call all your games throughout the years. Probably my last game I'll call of Stockton and Brewer and Clark and Wilson. So congratulations, and especially to Coach Jamal Foster. Undefeated Miami Valley League regular season, and they'll go in and play against either Troy or Xenia first round of tournament here coming up at Vandalia Butler High School. Greenville drops to 6-15. They'll play next against Tecumseh and the first round of the Division II sectional. But before we leave here tonight, I'd like to name our player of the game here on NKTelco Sports. I'm going to give it to Larkin Vordemark. She played really good in the first half, so congratulations to Larkin Vordemark. And I just want to give an honorary player of the game to all the Sidney seniors. I know we aren't doing any honorary player of the games, but they're going to get an honorary player of the game from me, as the Sidney seniors deserve it. Congratulations, Sidney, 18-4 on the season. Perfect Miami Valley League play. And they win today, 55-18 over Greenville. That'll do it for us here on NKTelco Sports. For the final time, the Sidney Yellow Jackets defeat the Greenville Green Wave 55-18. We'll catch you next time on NKTelco Sports.